Hey YouTube, 98 Ford Explorer, diagnostics problem. The situation was the vehicle would start, but it wouldn't idle. And after checking the inertia switch, looking through my repair manual, checking various sensors and fuses, and spark plugs, wires, but knowing that it got sparked because it will start, that wasn't a spark issue. We had a fuel pressure issue after various other types of diagnosing. And I went ahead and changed the fuel pump. We had to drop the tank. There's a skid plate, so we dropped the skid plate, dropped the tank. Take the pump out, pump assembly off the top of the tank, pull it out, take the pump out, put the new pump in with the new screen. Fitting it in the tank correctly was probably the hardest part. It only sits in there one way, and I couldn't have the screws line up. Now on this year model, at least, this 98 Ford Explorer XLT 5-liter all-wheel drive. I don't know if it has a different option for a tank or if this is common, but on this one I did not need to put an O-ring on top of the tank where the filter assembly attaches. Ford was very cool and has a special rubber gasket thing inside, and it seals with the aluminum on the outside, so it doesn't need to have one. And you probably won't be able to get one in there anyways, at least not very easily. I put it in, hooked everything back up, vehicle started and ran, and then after about, I don't know, under 5 seconds maybe, it started dumping fuel everywhere. And it was getting late, so I shut it off, came back today. I'm here today and realized that I forgot to attach the clips on the return line on top, so, or the fuel line, there's two, I think, or one. I think that it's the return line. I'm not sure. I'm not looking well enough at it, or I guess I don't know well enough to know 100%, but that, and regardless, we changed the filter as well, and I guess the ethanol in the fuel can wear your pumps out sooner than they like to. I guess I heard because ethanol is alcohol based, so the things in the filters and the pumps are rubber, and like if you put rubbing alcohol on like a hose washer or something over and over and over, for 5 years, it's gonna dry out and crack, or who can tell? Who can say really? But the 10% ethanol or whatever it is in the fuel does that because the straight gas wouldn't, or at least not as quickly. And that's what I heard, and it seems to make sense. So I'm letting you know that, but I don't have first-hand knowledge, but the shoe fits. So I dropped one jack here, another jack here. Took the skid plate off again, and dropped the tank down, and checking the fuel line, and yet it is disconnected, so we are dumping fuel. I'm gonna plug it in, and I went ahead and checked inside the fuel line with the flashlight. It's very important that there's a blue or a red or orange or something, well anyways, a washer in there, a special type of rubber one, because when the fuel is blowing out, if it had it blown out that washer, we would be in bad shape, because I don't know that I have one of those green O-rings here, and my cousin does. And I went ahead and checked, and the blue little gasket or whatever it is in there, so that's a win. I don't have to search around for it. The gas soaked mud. So I'm going to try to hook that back up, and all should be well, and it should run, and I should have my truck back, and I can go back to work. Alright guys, here we go. Getting to it.